Welcome to Clean Fill Wanted. What I made this week was a cooling tray for your bread, as well as a serving / cutting tray for it, and it fits into this nice little tray that catches all the crumbs. I'm ripsawing this 3.5-inch board into 2 pieces, joining the edges, gluing them to create the bottom panel. The sides are made from a 1 5/8 inch piece that I first put the bottom rebate into it so that all the sides had the same rebate. I then cut the 2 long end pieces off of it. For the 2 short end pieces, I put the top rebate in them before I cut them into their respective pieces. The joinery on this is all rabbets or rebates, depending on where you're from. The 2 long sides have the main joinery. Because of the rabbet on the top on the end pieces, I had to also put a rabbet on them. But it actually turned out rather clean in the end. I also went back and made the bottom rabbet on the end pieces match the rest of the end pieces. Because it was now finally dry, I fit the bottom panel, sawed it to length, and planed it to a flat surface. And sanded everything up before I assembled. The assembly is obviously just gluing a lot and checking for square. And I was almost dead on, so I'm pretty happy with that. And then you use almost every single clamp you own. And clean up all the ends with a plane. I've been wanting to test out this jig for a while. It is a thickness planer jig for a hand plane. You can see the 2 rails on the inside, and that's what the hand plane will ride on. And then the ripsawing began. Each length here makes up 2 different slats. I did a terrible job at ripsawing on this one. One of the things that I do want to make that I'm sure will clear most of that problem up is a frame saw. And one place that you'll see a frame saw being made, and being made masterfully, is on a channel called Woiud by Wright. A ton of the stuff on his channel is about making tools. Making skewed iron shoulder planes, making frame saws, making a scraper. Well worth going over his channel and checking it out, because if you like stuff that I'm doing, you're gonna love the stuff that he does on his channel. And I cut all the slats to their lengths and did so with the second half of all the slats and used that thickness planer. And then began the spacing and the glue up. I would not glue up again the way I did here, because this ended up being a bit of a mess and a nightmare. And clean all your glue out. And test that bad boy up. The finish is about 5 or 6 coats of shellac. This is a thicker cut than I'm used to. And the last coat I put on with almost a French polishing technique. I just didn't have the boiled linseed oil to help the process along. But still, it turned out pretty nice the way I did it. Things I would change on this. First thing, One of these needs to have a little cutout or a hole in it. It's too hard to get this out. It would be kind of nice if there was some kind of way to pull this out, like pull the tray out, the bottom out. I would thin the two long sides down a little bit. They're way too thick. I didn't put any dados in either set of these slats. It would have made the glue up a heck of a lot easier than it was. I had a lot of problems lining these things up. I would have liked this to actually sit slightly proud so that when I'm dragging a knife across, I'm not dragging it against the edges, just this part. Please hit subscribe if you liked anything that you saw in this today, if you learned anything, or if you're inspired by this. Please give me a thumbs up for some motivation, and please get a conversation started, make some comments. Also, please go over to cleanfillwanted.com and check out the blog that's going on over there. It is mirrored on Facebook. Just do a search for Clean Fill Wanted and you'll get on there. Please join in that community. I hope you guys have a good week. Please go over and check out James's page when you're done with my page, and please just get out there and make something. I want to eat the bread. I want to eat the bread. Give me that bread. Look at him eyeing it up. Look at him eyeing that bread up. You think